Okay, so I wanted to record this, and by the way, I know it's been a while. I'm currently playing uh, NATO Air Commander by Hallenspiel, designed by Brad Smith. I saw Devin, the original Grow card, um, or Grognard, sorry, playing it, and it got me wanting to play it. So I um, I really wanted to get this in um, because I just got this card right here. I have to do 7 successful raids to be conducted. So, and if it works, I want it videotaped. So I have 7 CSA raids, and then I have my dead raid. My current OCA track, which is for the air, is at 4. I wanted to have it at 5, but I needed the aircraft to get in here. So I needed it in there. My dead track's at 0. So that's where, instead of having the number of hits over here important, um, I wanted to make sure that I put enough uh, bottom parts, the ground attacks for the SEAD attacks. So, just if you don't know, the first number is the air intercept, second number is the land intercept, or land ground defense, and the fine number is strike. So, the strike really only counts for the OCA track and the dead track. Um, so we're gonna go through this. So this is a sample card. This is one of the other cards. So if I'm looking at air escort, which is the first one, I use the air intercept. Now I subtract this number up here by 4. So I've got some pretty decent. Basically, as long as I don't have a 10 on here, I should be okay. 10 or yeah, I think, yeah, as long as I don't have a 10 or a 9 actually, depending on which ones I have. Yeah, so as long as I don't have a 10 or a 9 on here, I should be okay. So um, we're going to take care of the stealth one on the dead track, because this could actually help with the ground. If I get the 2 strikes, I can take a -1 off of this. So here we go. First card for this one. Now I don't need to do anything for the air escort. Oh, I forgot to assign these raids out. So we'll just set them up over here. Just in order. It doesn't really matter to me which way I go with them. This is all a cluster anyways. Oh, okay. So we might actually, so that'd be 6. Let's see here. I need to check. Can I put multiple raids on a? I think I can. Multiple raids on a thrust line. We need to look at this real quick. Just one moment. Okay, so it says here up to 3 raids may target the same box or track each game turn. So I can do multiple. Okay. So let's go over here. So I've got one assigned. This one was kind of nice because, and the one thing I found out is that the victory points are fluid. So if this guy gets pushed back at all, which, we get it. It is what it is, but they lose those 2 points. So it's a fluid thing. So this one's going to go in here, so I'm not really too worried about. This one will get worried, but I don't have anybody to kind of. Oh, I forgot. I do have to put one. If they retreat, I got to put one there. And I had a very successful last turn. There. Okay. Yep. Okay. Good. Very, very successful last turn. I was able to push back. I had the 2 easy ones where it was like 2 hits and 3 hits, and then I get this crazy hit. The only nice thing is that I did get this other one, which if you get it again, it's a null objective. So, so we'll go through and figure out what I have to do with that one after, because that was the second time I drew that. So I drew this one, then I drew this one first. So, which one's going to be the closest to? Okay, I think raid 5. So, yep, I think so. Okay, so let's do this 5, then 7. Okay, So we'll do these in orders through here to see how things go. So, and here's the tracks. Sorry about that. Okay. So let's go ahead and focus on the dead track. So I don't need an air escort, but I will need to do a ground defense. And as long as it's not a 10, it's successful. I'll get 2 hits, and that'll help my ground defense later. So this is a awesome. So I'd be looking at ground defense or air intercept. As long as either of them is not a 10, it's successful. So that moves my dead track up to now 1. So now I get to subtract the 1. By the way, I'm having a blast with this game. This is fun. I'm playing the easy scenario. So we'll see. I'm only on turn 4 right now. So we'll see how it goes. Okay. So all I need is successful raids. And that's why some of these are 1s. So the ones that are 1s here are just, yeah, they're just the ones. They'll give me 1 hit, which at this point I'm just trying to get through what we've got and go from there. So, so the first one here, so this air escort. So basically, I have to pull a card because I get to take 4 off of this one. So the air intercept on this one is a 5. So that's successful. So then I have ground of 7 minus 1. So off this card. So, and if it's equal to, so ground defense on this one would be a 7 if it's equal to. So that's a failed raid. So then I have to draw for damage. So then what you do is you take this. So what's closest to the 30? Oh, thank God it's not the A10. So this one, we're going to do a damage. I'll move it down later, but this one will take the damage. Okay, so that sucked. But I've got 1 successful, and I can miss 1 because that'll make it 6 raids. Okay, so let's go with raid number 2. So raid number 1's done. Raid number 2. So again, I'm pretty sure this air intercept 7 minus 4. That's a 3. No problem there. This is a 7. So minus 1. Let's see here. Oh! So shuffle this card. So the nice thing is this card counts as a no event, and all of its resolution values are 0. 0, 0, 0. So that is successful. So I get 1 hit on raid number 2, which is not going to help that much, but it is a successful raid. So that's good. But now I have to shuffle all these cards back up. And yes, I did sleeve these cards because you do shuffle them a lot. Okay. So, doing good. We're 2 of 3 right now. We did 3 raids. We got 2 left here. So let's shuffle these up real good here. So my goal is to play this one through and play this scenario one more time. I want to beat it with a substantial victory. I obviously, let's see here. What's the victory? Well, I'm shuffling these up, so I'll look this up. So basically, I want a decisive victory. So I need to keep it between 5 and 9 for the decisive victory. Now, this is the first scenario, which is the build-up scenario. So in this case, this is the easier one. There's 2 other scenarios. There's a tactical surprise, which is like a medium hard scenario, which I will gladly do next. It looks like you have less forces altogether. And yeah, it looks like you have a lot less forces. And then I will then move over and do the hard scenario, which is, what do we got here? Which is strategic surprise. So the one thing I want to say is this game is like really, really fun. It's enjoyable, and the turns go real fast. Once you figure out the rules, and the rules are pretty straightforward. If anything, this is like the longest part of the game. And the longest part is setting up and planning. So, okay, so we are now on to raid 3. So I'm going to move this down. Okay, air, again, got to do this. Ooh, shoot. 10 minus 4 on, oh, crap. Well, hold on. Yeah, that's a 6, so that's a fail. Didn't need that start. Okay, so this one would be 28. We are on raid 3, so 32. So this one right here is going to take the damage. Okay. 4. You got to be kidding me. Let's fail again. Okay, so 38. So it's going to be this one right here. Okay, raid number 5. Okay, this one will be okay. So -4, that makes that a 4. So that's successful. And so, but yeah, this one, this is not going to be good. Oh, fudge. I knew it. 9 -1, that's an 8. Not good. That's a fail. Oh, all these high ones are here. So we got 9. So it's going to be, this one's going to take the injury here. Okay, next one. So we'll go up here. So the air escort. Oh, that's successful. And so this one is a 5. Yeah. Well, I had all my high cards. There's a possibility. No. It's a 7. 29. So we've got 30. So yeah, he's going to take the damage. Okay, and then this one. So this one is a 5. Yeah, this will be fine because 5. So that'll be a 1. Now the PPMG will actually double this to a 6. So as long as, yes. So this one would be successful. And so I get 1 hit on that one. So that will be raid 7. So that does help actually, because that's Munich. So that's actually works out. So I had, and we can tell by the damage ones, I had 1, 2, 3 successful raids. Okay, so let me pull all these raid markers. I'll fix those in a minute. So lose 1 RP for each raid under 7. So I lost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So in this case, and the RPs, this is going to be a pain in the butt to get back. So my RPs are down to 5 here. So yeah. So that wasn't successful. And at this point, there's a nice sheet here that does help with going through. So my raids are done. Time for, and I took care of that. So, okay. I'm sorry, my son's screaming for food, and though he's already eaten. Okay, so now we're going to do the ground effect, and this one's not too hard. So let's go ahead and finish this turn together. So basically, we're just going to start right here. So the thrust line is number 1. It's just up here. So A8, and so what we're going to do is we're going to pull a card, and we're going to look at the attack resolve. So that's this gray number here. So the attack resolve. Okay, so this is an 8 plus 2 is a 10, so that's better than that. So nothing happens there. Actually, this goes down to 7, but that's not going to make much of a difference. This other one, that's a 2. Pretty sure, yeah. And it's another 2, so we got 4. So what happens is this goes away. Okay, and then this moves in here. Okay, so that's the Bravo. And if you haven't played this, okay. So this one's an 8 to 6, so I need at least a 3 on the attack. I got a 2. It's equal. Boom. This one moves in there. Did we? Okay, so Bremen, yeah, so that's 2. 1, 2. Oh, wait, no, that one stayed the same. It was Hanover that got pushed back up. Okay, so they're up to 8, so that's not good. Okay, so that one's taken care of. So now we're going to go down to Charlie here, or Delta. I just did Charlie. Okay, so Delta. Yeah, Delta. There we go. So that's a 3, that's an 8. There are a few 6s. This is a 4. So that's 7. So, yep, that's a fail. So this one's going to go in here to Stuttgart. And that's 2 more. They're up to 10 victory points. Okay. Okay. So we just did Stuttgart. So now we're going to do this one, which is 8 plus 1. This is going to be an automatic pass. because it's a 2, so that's an 11. So that's okay, but it's one more, so this goes down like that. Get rid of this hit point there. And then this one right here. So this is not good, because this is a 7, that's a 1. And attack resolve is a 2. So that one goes away and that goes down there. Okay. So that's the landing. Okay. So that's the ground. Objectives, nothing there. So if I would have been successful with this one, I would have been able to retreat 2, but I'm not. So these are no longer any good. So then we do the reinforcements. So on Alpha 2, which this means this goes up to 8. Bravo. That's a 1. It's already at an 8. 4, already at an 8. 1, already at an 8. Then we're going to go to Landscoot. That's 4. That's a 7. So this one right here is now an 8. And then final one here. This one is a 1. That's a 7. So this one goes up to an 8 as well. Okay. Okay. So that's their reinforcements. So then I draw 6 more to replace those. We go 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, and if you're just wondering where I'm at, I'm up here. 4, 5, 6. And then we pick one. And for the NATO reinforcements, and I get a big fat 5. Okay, now let's take a look here. Okay, so we're going to spend 2 of these here to get this up to an 8. I want to spend 2 to get this up to an 8. And then I'm going to spend 4 to get this up to a 5. So that's all. Oh, shoot. Oh, that doesn't work. Then make this a 2. Yeah, not enough resources. Okay. Now we do a random event. So we draw the card and choose one full strength air unit and reduce it by 1 step. If all units are reduced strength and has no, oh fudge. So, but at least I get to choose. We're gonna choose this one. Okay. Well, that sucked. Okay, and then I earn victory or RPs. So I don't get any because none are in the starting boxes. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you can see that. Then I get 1 for each 3 victory points of these. So there's 1, 2, 3, and 4. So I'll get 4. So that drops me down to -1. Hey, pretty good. -1. And then if either the dead track or the OCA track is maxed out, yep, and then there's a whole bunch of stuff like all these move back in the basings and stuff like that. And then I would spend RPs if I had any, but I don't have any, so I'm going to lose a lot of aircraft this time. So anyways, so yeah, so that's turn 4. I'll take care of that. Now we are on turn 5. Okay, I'll talk to you later. I'll get back on and after this goes and see how turn 5 goes and see where we're at. So right now they are at 10 victory points. Seemingly going to get more, but they can always get pushed back. So 10 victory points equals, put this down so I don't get you guys, is a minor victory. So, but anyways, having fun with this game, going to continue to play it, and then we're going to go for there. Okay, talk to you later. Bye.